Hello, this is Chaim Shapiro from Touro University. For the seventh installment of LinkedIn in 4 minutes or less, we're going to focus on your skills section. Once again, to get to your skills section, you want to make sure to click on the little picture of yourself over here, which will take you into the edit mode of your profile. And then after that, when we start scrolling down, we're going to be able to see our skills section, which is towards the bottom. And you see the first thing it's actually going to give me here is the opportunity to add skills. So I click the plus button. It's going to suggest certain things that you want to add, and you could actually add those there specifically directly from the page. Or you could actually start recommending certain things and start typing things in. If I write software, for example, it should give me some things based on that, and I can include that in my profile. So let me just click on Microsoft Office for the sake of argument, because this also gives me the opportunity that we talked about this on your work experience to include where you've used that experience in your actual work. So you can put it under each section and put it all in one place at one time. So you want to make sure that you're actually able to do that. Another important thing to note here is that you see here on my skills section, it only shows two skills section up here towards the top. I think it's important to maximize which two you have up here. So I have creative development coaching here and LinkedIn second, but I would say LinkedIn is probably much more important to me than creative development coaching. So I need to go into this little pencil right over here. When I click on that, it's going to give me the opportunity to reorder my skill section. Again, the top two are the ones that are going to be showing up. So what I need to do here is just drag and drop and move my LinkedIn to the number one section. And that way people get to see that actually first, as opposed to having to scroll through it. LinkedIn just actually increased the number of skills you could have here. It could actually go up to 100 skills instead of 50. So I think at this point, it's important to make sure to include all the skills that are relevant to your profession, because people who are doing searches for employees will be doing searches based on particular skills. There's no reason to leave out skills that might be relevant to them. But one of the most common questions I get from students, how do I know what skills are the right skills to include in my skill section? But one of the ways you can find that, and I think AI is going to be an important way of doing this going forward. Let's say, for example, I go into EY, which is a major accounting firm, and I click on their company page right over here, view page. Now, the trick here is to go to where it says people. I click on people, and then I scroll here 2 spots to the right. 1, 2. It actually shows me what people at EY, 350,000 of them, are skilled at. So the top few aren't that as important, but when we start going down here, you can start triangulating around things that are relevant specifically, and things that people who have working at EY actually have as skills, are things that you should be including in your profile. And I also very proudly work at Touro University, and I could actually have my students, for example, put in Touro right over here, and that'll give them the opportunity to search the skills that people who work at EY, who actually went to Touro and are currently working there, actually have. Some of them are the same here, but some of them are different. It's a very, very powerful way to make sure that you're including the skills that are most relevant to your particular profession. By the way, if you scroll down here as well, here's an opportunity to connect to some of those alumni from Touro University that are working at EY. Once you find those skills, you do need to go back to the skills section, add them one at a time. Again, make sure to sync them with where you've actually utilized those skills in your particular jobs.